The first idea is not always the best, or the last one, but I'll just say this, it's an experience that we're looking to have. So, we'll scrap that idea and go to the first idea here. So sometimes when we're working together, you might not have all the details correct, and this might happen, you might get... So my favorite idea there is the word blame comes up usually. I think of shame and blame, and I think neither one of them, no matter how much you use them, really benefit anybody. So those would be one idea that you might look at. Even though you've been on a working team for a long time, you really thought, wow, close. So how about if you're on a new team and everybody is really excited to have you on board, but then what happens? Has that ever happened? So the speech and the action don't come together. They're not really the same. Just because you're wearing the same t-shirt doesn't mean you're on the team. So the next idea would be, if you really had synergy, what would it maybe look or feel like? So that would be what I would say it feels like. I've been at the Chumash Challenge for about 10 years. Prior to that, I've had a lot of great experience directing children's theater and working with a great team once called The Greatest Show on Earth. It was Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus. And it was a group of 300 people that really worked. They showed me teamwork. I mean, I was a rookie and I really learned a lot by being with those people for a year. I was a showgirl and a chorus line of 50 people. Did aerial ballet 30 feet in the air, so I like air and space, and rode elephants and had a really good time. What we do at the Chumash Challenge is a simulation of actions that are not like this. We may get high, but we may just start really low. So if we are in what some people would call, do we call the course the Chumash problems? No, we call it the Chumash Challenge, because if you have a problem, you could say, I've got a problem. Well, I've got a problem. It's all her fault. Or you could say, I have a challenge. So just to me, changing that word has really been a big deal. I started to learn that challenge is much more fun. It somehow can make me realize, even though I like to be alone, I don't have to be. I might be able to find a partner, or two or three, that can be an expert, somebody that will be a coach and help me achieve my goal. And I really have to do, the most important thing is to trust and communicate with them. So how does that happen? Well, we might do it just a couple of feet off of the ground. There's always the one thing, because we are a state university campus, we do everything the right way. The first time, we've got backups, the second and the third and the fourth, and it's always safety that has to be the first rule. So people that are taking any kind of a risk, they're doing it in a safe way. The worst thing that happens is somebody that gets a splinter, or they're not watching, or they're walking in a twist triangle. So we're outdoors, we can go to the beach, we're mobile, we can be in any position that you want. We could even be in a room, but not where there's artwork hanging on the wall. So you learn by doing, and that's really what I'm doing right now. A lot of people say, well, what is it for? Is it just for college students? No, it isn't. It's for all ages. The automated data processing group came. These were a group of people that really got to play. That's what we do. We learn by playing. And we ask for them to just play like they normally would. One of the quotes that I remember at the very beginning was this, that how you show up here on the course is how you show up in life. So it could be the most amazing 3 to 6 or more 12 hours, how much ever time you want to spend, really by really reflecting and seeing yourself. Because we do actions, we have fun, but then we turn it around and we reflect on it. So the other idea that we do is we get up in the air. You have belts on, you've got belay belts on. That means there are 5 people holding your line. So if you do drop, which you will, because you've gone up, you will come down. And you will use no hands. We will have a belay harness on you, and of course we'll have a helmet as well. All of the equipment is state certified and up to date, and that equipment that we use, people that climb Mount Whitney would use this equipment, and it's refurbished every couple of years, so that we always are using above standard equipment. When you get down, you have this exhilaration, even though it's blurry, sometimes you feel blurry. It's only because you're so exhilarated, you don't even know what the heck you did at 30 feet. So if you find synergy, you find out the skills that one of you you has and the skills that the other one has can really blend together. And this is what we're aiming at. We don't always get it because it's really about you. It's not about us. We're not making you do anything. We get you to get to the course, we have you there safely, and we give you challenges that are appropriate for you. So we really do custom design. How am I doing on time?
You're great. Okay.
Rolling right along. This is called Challenge by Choice. You have a personal imprint, and your choice is going to be different than somebody else's. If one person comes and says, you know, I'm part of this family. One of my favorite groups, it was a wedding group. Right after they got married, the whole wedding party came out. Not in their outfits, they were really close. But they climbed up and they did the course. And the best part was like the husband and wife were up on a course and you have your hands on each other and you're walking out on a wire. It's like a V. It gets wider and wider. You have to lean more and more into each other. So the wife said, don't want to go up there, and I'll do it because I really want to learn to trust my husband. And we all said, well, how do you want the coaching? Do you want just one person? Do you want the whole team? Who do you want? And she says, I just want one voice. Now, as a facilitator, I'm supposed to stay really professional, but I'll tell you what, I had just tears coming out of my eyes because it was so amazing to watch this very personal, really real experience. So we're simulating something, we're having fun. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. I'm here to tell you about that passion that I have. You can't hear anything else in my voice. Please feel it in my eyes and heart right now. It's amazing. And it's the way you do it. It's not the way I want you to do it. It's not the way your mother wants you to do it. It's not the way your mother wants you to do it or anybody else. You choose. And each step of the way, you may always make a change. You can change it and do it differently. Now I'm running to the finish. This could be an individual self-empowerment. Somebody really knows, and I would say this is an analogy. What you're afraid of is not the height. That's all I'm going to say. It's not the height. It's something else. You'll get in touch with it. So you'll have ample opportunities to do that, to really reach out, and that's what all of these elements are about, to reach beyond. It's about a quarter of an inch away, your goal, and that's the way this analogy works. It's just true. There's all ages that come, college students, high school students, GATE students, gifted students, children that are in the incarcerated activities in the community, all ages, all backgrounds. Teachers bring their engineering classes when they're getting ready to go to Reno, and it's a national competition. They come and they'll do a challenge course to really solidify the union of teamwork. And we remember that this is true. If you sit on the bench, you're going to miss 100% of the shots that you ever take. You don't have to come to the Chumash challenge. You don't have to ever see me again. If you do, this is what it looks like. You need to wear your hiking shoes. Flip-flops don't work out there. It's really good if you wear a layer of clothing because the weather changes. And it's just, again, another analogy for life. So throughout these past 10 years, I am a theater addict that has turned into an outdoor team-building leadership person. And I know that this is one of my favorite quotes from Mahatma Gandhi. True leaderships consist not in following the well-beaten track, but in finding out the true path for ourselves and in fearlessly following it. So with that thought, I leave the information to you that all ages, all backgrounds can come to us. We can come to you. It can be a business. It can be for any reason. It could be a birthday party, an anniversary. It could even be a funeral. We're malleable, we're pliable, we're flexible, and we're Calpoly Chumash Challenge. Thank you very much.